Like this. She said we should hook up the boyfriend and booger. Don't know me, they look up. I'm being the clouds. Pool full of Henny, I drink and I drown. Daytime better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept.
Sup, my dudes. Okay, this music is too hype. We're literally editing a video. I don't need hype music for editing a video. That's all we're doing. No copyright sounds. You need to do more lo-fi hip-hop. Lo-fi hip-hop is where it's at. That's really what we need more of in today's music. We need more lo-fi hip-hop. Lo-fi hip-hop is where it's at. Gotta love me some lo-fi hip-hop. It's good shit. Hell yeah, so we gonna be making a fucking video, boys. I should really put something like, I'm gonna put something actually in the Twitch chat here, Twitch thing. I don't know, if anyone's ever watching on Twitch, they're probably like, seriously, 1080p? Why are you doing 1080p? And I'm like, I like doing 1080p. It's like, what's wrong with 1080p? Like, I think 1080p is freaking fantastic. I like doing 1080p just because it looks really freaking clean and nice, and it's high quality. It's not gonna kill anybody to do 1080p. And I'm only streaming at like 6,000 bitrate, I think. Even though I could stream like much higher, I don't think I'm going to, just because I don't think people could take the bitrate. I think it's just whatever bitrate I stream at, it's just whatever. I don't think it matters that much. I just gotta figure out where the fuck I'm at right now, because I'm at a certain part in the video. Hello! How's it going? Nice to see ya. Also, how are you not VIP yet? That's something we need to change right now. Cause you're one of the VIPs. Gotta make sure I'm getting your name right. Sup, Werewing. There we go. VIP. Hell yeah. I just gotta figure where I was at. In this book, like I basically need to get the general structure of this video first. Like I need to get everything laid out in the correct way. Just gotta figure out where this voiceover ends so I know what video clip I'm looking for. I filmed things slightly out of sequence because I didn't realize that there was shit I needed to film. That time can be experienced in a non-linear fashion. The story ends with a loop around... Okay, so then the next part is the part where I say, so that's the basic rundown of the story.
To figure this out, we will examine the text and film.
Okay, so that's not the right one. So, I'm gonna just move you along. You can just go up there and just chill. Making videos is freaking hard, man. Your ears like the sound of me being really close to the microphone, or just the sound of me scrubbing through this? I did do a thing. I actually, like, the thing is, I'm motivated to do this video because I'm getting marked on it. I'm getting marked on this video, kind of, so that's one reason that I'm actually motivated to do it. I just need to move this somewhere else because I've got that clip where I want it, but I just didn't. The sound of scrubbing isn't the sound of scrubbing just wonderful? It's just like yeah, this video is going to be slightly bad because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. When it comes to movie analysis, I'm so bad, but that's part of what this is. So, see, like, look, I wrote an actual script for this. Actual script. It's like somewhere over 1,000 words. This was difficult. But if this is what actually works for me, if I can make videos in this format, then there might be more scripts in my future. Who knows? I mean, I'd love to do more scripts in the future if I can get into the habit of writing. The creator is talking about the conception of the reader. Alright, let's film some shit. Oh, fuck this. Oh, my feet are gonna feel cold by the end of all of this. Now I just sit there awkwardly. Just sit there. Cool. Come on, don't tell me you don't write scripts. You and your actually being able to write. Frickin' heathen. What is that picture of Joey that you just put in the group chat? Fuck. He looks very unimpressed. So that's the basic rundown of the story. Okay. So that's the basic rundown of the story. How many takes did I get before I got this right? Just John sits down and stares awkwardly at camera. Of the reader. Alright, let's film some shit. Oh, fuck this. Oh, my feet are gonna feel cold by the end of all of this. just post this on the Cybersoup channel. Just nothing like this. Or just me sitting there. That's it. Do you actually want me to? What? That's 162.514. Hold on, give me a minute. I actually have to find that clip just so that I can put it in another project. Yeah, we'll just sit. And then where are... I actually have to find Joey, I'll do it for you. Videos. Alright, let's film. I think this is the one. Film some shit. Yeah, it is. So let's just... Tell you what, I'll just export this and then you do shit on the Cybersoup channel with it. I'll do it to about there, because that's just before I start talking. So literally just this clip. Alright, let's film some shit. Oh, fuck this. Oh, my feet are gonna feel cold by the end of all of this. Cool. There, I'll just have it called sit. And I'll export that to my desktop. Of course at 4K, because this will be the only 4K clip on the Cybersoup channel. Because, you know, 4K. 4K of sitting. I've since actually, like, gotten rid of the, I've gotten rid of the 4K video of my dog humping shit on my channel. That's unlisted now. Because fuck that. That's when I went through and just pruned all the shit that I didn't want people to see. Like my old Minecraft shit. I only want people to see that when I react to it in live streams or videos. That's the only time I'll deem it acceptable. A rare download of Pokemon Essentials. I have no clue what that is. Absolutely no clue. Hopefully once this is done, I should be able to upload it to the Cybersoup YouTube channel. With still a decent amount of shit, you know. I've still got enough upload bandwidth, I think, to do it. So I'll upload it as private. Is it still... It's still going. Why are you still going? Okay, it's done. So then I'm gonna upload sit.mp4. Yes, John's sitting in 4K. You're welcome. That should take about 7 minutes to upload. In theory, I shouldn't lose any, I shouldn't lose any of my upload speed because I got that killer good upload speed. My stream doesn't seem to be suffering too much. Oh, nope, it is. It's suffering. Okay, we will not do this now. I'm streaming. I will upload that later to the Cybersoup channel. It's just my internet is... Or my internet is good, but I think Google's trying to use all of my bandwidth. And it's like, I know I have a lot of it, but I'm trying to use some of it for streaming right now. Hell yeah, high quality sits. Alright, let's film. Okay, so let's actually go back to the actual thing that I wanted to edit. Save changes to sit before closing? Sure, why not? Now I have to scrub through and find the actual bit that... Hold on, file... Where's the fucking properties in this goddamn program? Nope, not beat detect. Not beat detect. Tools, text, timeline, edit. I need like the... Here we go, project settings, general. That should do it. There's just a whole lot of sitting. As you can tell, I've left out a lot of specific... Shut up.
Tell.
Hold on, what's Joey's new profile picture on Twitter? Damn it, now I have to get into Twitter, I have to put a frickin' every single time it asks me for a frickin' authentication code. It's like, can't you remember that I log in from this computer like every single day and just not make me do that yet? Okay, where... It's so beautiful. Joey's new profile pic. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So beautiful. Thanks, Matt. Aries, Twitch streamer, retired YouTuber. Cool. Thanks, Matt.
As you can tell, I've left out a lot of specific plot details, especially for the sake of keeping it short, like a YouTube video. So let's try that again.
I went through a lot of
As you can tell, I've left out a lot of plot details for the sake of keeping it short and to the point for a YouTube video. But what about a movie?
Okay, so I guess that's the take I decided to keep subconsciously when recording.
As you can tell, I've left out a lot of plot details.
Yeah, it's just I've got mine set up with like the Google Authenticator on my phone. So every time I log in now, it's like, hey, are you actually like fucking real? Come on, shitpost bot. Where the fuck are you? I think Not So Bot is offline, like actually fully offline, because it's not even responding to my DMs. The fuck? God damn it. It's like fully offline, so rip.
As you can tell, I've left out a lot of plot details for the sake of keeping it short and to the point for a YouTube video.
Do.
What about a movie? What information do writers decide to leave in, and what are they at liberty to change?
That actually worked. It's just, for some reason my audio is slightly off. And it's like, there's just something with my phone that's fucking up. Which is one reason why I'd love to get a real camera at some point in my life. Either that or just... Actually, I think it's just Adobe Premiere Elements just doesn't know how to deal with 4K footage. You did play Minecraft for 5 hours. I was there for like half an hour maybe. I think. I was there for a brief amount of time. It's me staring at the script.
I was not right at all.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
But what about a movie?
But what about a movie, huh? What about it? Like, what about a movie?
But what about a movie? What information do decide behind fucking... Gotta love this.
Yep,
What
gotta
about a
love
movie?
it.
What information do deciders decide to leave in, and what do they feel they're at liberty to change? I saw this. Okay. But what about a movie? What information are fucking... Okay.
Fucking, you know? Fucking. Jesus Christ.
But But what about a movie? What information do writers feel they are at liberty to change?
That's not it at all. Do it again.
Eh.
Or did I just decide to use the first take?
But what about a movie? What information do writers decide to leave in? And what do they feel they are at liberty to change?
That should do it.
They are at liberty to change. Do they feel they are at liberty
To change.
to change? To figure this out, we will examine the text and film, what stayed and what didn't, and in the process, explore Ted Chiang's non-linear style of storytelling.
Is there not more? Is that it? Hey Google, stop. My chicken strips are done.
To figure this out, we will... You know what? That'll work. That will work. That will work.
Okay, so I
To
guess...
this out, we will examine the text and film, what stayed and what didn't, and in the process, explore Ted Chiang's non-linear style of storytelling.
And then let's fade out audio and video. I kind of like this intro sequence because
They're known for today.
I faded
Today
in the...
we won't be looking at Disney.
The nice thing about Adobe Premiere Elements is that you can drag the volume fader and it'll create keyframes as the video is playing. So I can create really cool fades that happen specifically when I want them to instead of making a shit ton of keyframes.
Disney characters, sadly. We're going to be looking at something else. We're going to be looking at a particular case study of the film Arrival, and in the process, discover for ourselves what is lost when you take text to film.
Yeah, I'm going to change this background. This background is just a stand-in for now. That's eventually going to be like some like really fast stock footage of like clouds going over mountains or something. Or, I don't know, something like fast-paced, you know? Oh yeah, I forgot. I have chicken strips. Hold on a moment. I'll be right back. I'm making chicken strips. Chicken strips. Chicken strips. Strips of chicken. Fuck yeah. Now those are some strips of chicken. I'm going to eat those chicken strips, and I'm concerned about what you just said, but also I'm used to that kind of thing because things just happen when you're live streaming, so... Live streaming is an adventure. Yeah, I tend to know what's up when it comes to people joining streams. Things become interesting. Fuck yes, some good old chicken strips. I should put some background music so it's not just me eating chicken strips. Let's just... I'm gonna... Oh yeah. And you know what, I'm actually gonna move this microphone out of the way. Just gonna move it up here. Fuck you, chicken strips. I think I do, yeah. I think I do. This is like some honey garlic sauce. It's really freaking good. I think I get it. I think I do. Look, I know for this part, I want to get rid of the background, and I want to have, like, you know, it's a good question. I think we'll just put it as that for now until later. Buttspot, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I don't know, you know, Braden, I mean, I think he's probably bred. If he gives them this and says this is my body, and it's like fucking bread, like it's sort of a video essay style format where I'm analyzing the differences between the film Arrival and its original story. I usually don't make video essay style videos, but I'm making this one mainly because it's for a class that I'm taking in university. I just figured, why not? So, thing is, now that I proposed this project, I have to complete this project.
So I present my
It usually takes me a lot of effort to want to go and edit a video because it's so much work. But for this one, I'm actually going for it. So now I need to get the part 3 of my voiceover. This is actually going to be a really short video by the time I'm done with it. I mean, whatever. It doesn't have to follow the conventional video essay format. Like, I don't need to spend 20 minutes on this. Thanks, optimistically cynical. Thank you for the sub. Hope you have a nice day as well. Hopefully I'll see you around. However, this is not the case for movies. When adapting a book to film, those involved in the process must... Alright, well, I'll see ya at some point in the future. I shall see ya. Thank you. See you, Tanner. Adapting a book to film, those involved in the process must find a way to make the area or thing being described as close to their interpretation of what they believe the author was trying to describe as possible. That is a mouthful. When I, recording that, it was a mouthful. Described as close to their interpretation of what they believe the author was trying to describe as possible. In books, you... as possible. In books, you again have the luxury of time to describe the scenery as much as you want. In a film, you need to establish scenery and many other elements through visual cues alone. Obviously, part of a movie's story can come from dialogue, but when it comes to the scenery, that needs to be shown in a way that can inform the viewer, but not take a large amount of running time, if the information about the scenery isn't the forefront of every scene.
Every story... I mean, there is a long list of Disney films.
Every scene. Sup, sauce? How you been? It's been a hot minute. Honestly, just not much, just chilling, working on this video for a few hours, and then I'm out of here.
It's a very interesting storyteller, and the way he writes stories really comes through.
Oh, that's a nice freeze frame. The video itself is about sort of, I don't know if you've seen the movie Arrival, but it's like that alien movie, and I'm talking about the differences between that and the story that the book it came from. Not usually the style of video that you'd probably expect on my channel, but I'm also partially doing this for a class that I have, so it's a good movie. I'd say it's worth a watch. But yeah, I just, this is something that we studied in the class, so I'm making a video on it for my final project, and I'm gonna post it to YouTube as well.
very interesting storyteller, and the way he writes stories really comes through. Okay, let's do that again. Ted Chiang is a very interesting storyteller, and the way he writes stories really comes through in the story of your life.
Yeah, I'm treating YouTube as just sort of a hobby I do once in a while now. Like, I'll stream whenever. But, like, making a video is something that I'm not overly interested in at the moment. It's just difficult to put yourself to sit down, come up with ideas, and go through the process of making a video, because it's a lot. It's a lot to make a video. So, I'm just kind of, like, going with it once in a while. Like, I'm not doing this with the expectation I'm gonna get famous. Yeah, I'm just sort of the same. Like, when I have time to upload, I'll make something shitty. Just kind of how it is. Like, what's the chance that I'm gonna get anywhere on YouTube? Basically zero. That's why I do it for fun. Something comes out of it, awesome. Nothing comes out of it, well, I've got a real job that I'm training for, so. Like, theater is a job that if you know people and you're well respected, you can get a job. So, that's basically all. Like, I haven't been keeping up with your channels much. I'm pretty sure I'm still subscribed to you, but I just don't think any of your stuff is showing up in my feed anymore. Which is weird. Because it should be. Honestly, I worry that's the case for most of my subscribers. Because I have like 560 something subscribers and like hardly any of them show up to a video. Yeah, the sauce. The sauce one. Yeah, my... Hold on. Actually, excuse me. There's not much worth watching on my channel, too, to be honest. It's just a graveyard of the sort of glory that once was this channel. There isn't much glory here anymore. It's just a dead husk. I had my peak. My peak was around the time when I live streamed the sub count. And then after that, it just sort of slowly trickled off. There's, like, I have 500 subscribers, but I don't have the view count to show for it. It's like if I post a video, it could get 10 views, and that's about it. And I'm honestly I'm okay with that. Well, actually, I'm not. For my channel, I would rather my sub count be sort of accurate to my viewership, which is why I would almost rather have most of my subscribers just unsubscribe if they don't watch. If they don't watch, I want them to unsubscribe. But if they are watching, I want them to stay subscribed. Like, that's what I want, is I want my sub count to accurately represent my viewership. It's an idea, but at the same time, this channel already has, like, all of my old videos and stuff. I don't know, it's an idea to make a new channel, just to see who comes. And also, I've got my Jonathan Higgins 2 channel, which has more subs than this one. Because of one shitty video I made. And I fucking hate that. I don't want to lose the Jonathan Higgins brand, though. Like, not really brand, but thing is, as you can tell, like, I've made all of this sort of, yeah, memes do super well and actual content does not. Like, I've got all this stuff I've made. Like, I've made this Be Right Back screen. I've made, like, this... Like, I've made all of my stream assets, except for the Jonathan Higgins logo in the bottom corner there. That's Werewing. He's super freaking talented. Like, I don't know. Maybe a new channel is the way to go, because if this channel is just completely fucking dead, I could just put a video on this channel and be like, hey, I'm moving channels now. Like, I could do that. I could start over. And honestly, it's an idea. And I think I might, like, work with that idea this summer. But see, Swift, it's like, my viewership on this channel is garbage. And it's like, I have 500 subs, but nothing to show for it. It's like, subscribers don't count. Like, subscribers don't matter if they don't watch your videos. Like on I'm trying to think of a good example here. On Werewing's channel. Like, let's actually, I wanna show, because I know Werewing has been uploading a decent amount recently. 417 subs, right? And then here's the sort of viewership. Right? I know it's like, but how would I rebrand this? How do I rebrand a channel and get these subs back watching? Because they won't. Like this update video, 15 views. And all my other streams, like 11, 12. This one got 16. So it's like, I don't know, we'll see how well this next video performs to sort of make a decision. I mean, I do have my Adam channel that I haven't used ever, that I might start uploading vlogs to again. I mean, I've gotten rid of my old vlogs on here just because they're not terribly great. Also, I have those freaking braces and I look so dumb and dorky. Yeah, Mario Maker really peaked my streams out on this channel. Like, if I go back through my live streams, that's a decent amount of the popular ones. I mean, like, my most popular stream, like, one of my most popular streams is actually a Mario Maker one. Oh my gosh, Caleb! Caleb, oh my god! Oh my god, Caleb. We did this for 2 hours, 45 minutes. No, this is Patrick! Oh my god! Oh my god, you've been here so long, man. Appreciate that. Brandon, I remember Brandon. Oh, this brings me back, man. It's been a good time, honestly. It's been awesome having you around. We need to chat again one of these days. Like 131 views. Like, damn. Who knows? Maybe once Mario Maker 2 comes out, if I could get... Like, we'll see how quickly people make, Yeah, your humor was much different back then. Like, also, look at this. Mario Maker as well. That was a good time as well. Holy shit, like... these Mario Maker streams got so many views. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I remember that. I want to do this again. I miss this. Oh yeah, that was a video for sure. Why is everything fucking Ryan Toys reviews on here? The fuck? Fuck, it's been... I've definitely, like, I peaked a long time ago, honestly. Like, we'll see if I can get the content going again. Holy shit. Higgins Unscripted. Holy crap. I remember this. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's 3 days. Anyway. Susan Collins, everybody.
Let's
Amazing, Reed.
Let me read a sentence for you.
Alright.
What will break me? This is a question that consumes me over the next 3 days. Anyway. Susan Collins, everybody.
Jesus Christ, my editing, what the hell? I'd love to do Higgins Unscripted again, that's kind of fun. God damn it, I hate looking back at my old shit because sometimes I think it's almost better. Oh, my Wii Sports videos. Should I do gaming videos again?
Haha, suck it.
I'm kind of tempted to do it again.
I feel like that would really hurt.
I should? You know what? I think this summer, I think I'll bring these back.
Oh! Suck it! Yeah!
I mean,
Suck it!
oh my fucking god. Oh.
Oh yeah!
Oh, I feel like I mean they don't get like terrible amounts of traction, but they were fun to make, man. Like I'd like to make more than like I think I'd like to do a mixture of both, like some gaming videos and then as well as gaming videos maybe record some like I don't know, like I could record some gaming videos and then maybe also record just some regular stuff. I do remember when you made gaming videos. Those were days back. Look, your classic Swift folder. Oh, back when we made that I think I might start my like next series of gaming videos by playing more Wii Sports Resort because I still love that game so much.
Hello, clickers of the internet, and welcome to the very first Let's Play that I will hopefully actually complete.
Did you complete it though? I don't know if you actually did. Yeah, Minecraft is a thing. Perhaps some Minecraft videos are in order. It's an idea. I need to wait until I'm out of school to actually start recording again. Because then I'll have time.
Pitching is a very interesting story.
I just love watching this.
Pitching is a very interesting storyteller, and the way he writes stories really comes through in the story of your life. The way he transitions from present to future, or present to past, is seamless.
I spoke that really weirdly, but it kind of worked out.
Sometimes
You'll notice in like every other scene up to this point, I'm wearing just a t-shirt. But then I got really freaking cold and put on my sweater. Oh, that's cute.
or present to past is seamless. Sometimes it is mid-sentence to show that the character... No. Sometimes it is... No. Sometimes...
That took me a few tries to get right, isn't it? Didn't it? Fucking... I hate... Like, the one thing I don't like about making videos is the editing.
Sometimes it is... Sometimes it is mid-sentence to show past is seamless. Sometimes it is mid-sentence to show that the character is experiencing these sudden changes. Fucking gotta read that again. Sometimes...
I'm looking in very weird directions because I actually ended up taping this script like directly to my phone. Like... Just all of it. I know, I want to make this a little bit polished. I have to send this to my university professor after all.
Sometimes it is mid-sentence to show that the character is experiencing these sudden changes in time, in sequence. That is a weird thing that I've written. I'm gonna go with it. Sometimes...
Jesus. So many outtakes.
Sometimes it is mid-sentence to show that the character is experiencing these sudden changes in sequence with reading, or in a separate paragraph to show that the time change might not be experienced by a character at a certain time.
I don't know. Eli's, I think he's come around a couple times. I don't actually know what's happened to his stuff.
Gotta read that again.
Like, I think he's still got his channel, but I don't think there's anything on it.
Ted Chiang is a very interesting storyteller, and the way he writes stories really comes through in the story of your life. The way he transitions from present to future, or present to past, is seamless. Sometimes it is mid-sentence to show that a character is experiencing these sudden changes in time in sequence with reading, or in a...
I'm gonna cut out that awkward pause.
in time in sequence with reading, or in a separate paragraph to show that the time change might not be experienced by the character at a certain time, but instead used for background information on the character and their journey. Now, how did these elements of Ted Chiang's story help him background information on the character and their journey?
Is Twitter still the same name? That's good shit. Yeah, I haven't talked to Eli in such a long time. Alright.
In sequence with reading, or in a separate paragraph to show that the time change. Show that the.
I'm gonna do some weird editing here just because I slowed that down way too much.
Paragraph to show that the time change might not be experienced by the character at a certain time, but instead used for background information on the character and their journey. Now, how did
Let's cut that off. Let's cut that off. Let's make it better.
how did these elements of Ted Chiang's story fuck? I got everything up to that point. Now, how did these elements of Now, how did these elements of Ted Chiang's storytelling come across? How did
Think that's the take that worked. Is it? We'll find
How
out.
did these elements of Ted Chiang's storytelling come across when it came to the film adaptation? Ah, shit. It's okay. Okay, so this is, just for me editing later, this is the after the voiceover that says, however, this is not the case for movies. Just for me editing later.
Thanks, me. Did I even do, like, the other part? Like, hold on. So we've got... The story ends with a loop around to the beginning, where the narrator is talking about the conception of the reader.
As you can tell, I've left out a lot of plot details for the sake of keeping it short and to the point for a YouTube video. But what about a movie? What information do writers decide to leave in, and what are they at liberty to change? But what about a movie? What information do writers decide to leave in, and what do they feel they are at liberty to change? To figure this out,
Okay, so let's get rid of one of those.
YouTube video. But what about a movie? Video. But what about a movie? What information do writers decide to leave in, and what do they feel they are at liberty to change? To figure this out, we will examine the text and film, what stayed and what didn't, and in the process, explore Ted Chiang's non-linear style of storytelling.
However, this is not the case for movies. Okay, so there is a bit that needs to go in the middle there. Thank God I told myself before then. So let's just move all this shit and find the clip that goes right after that. I think it's somewhere actually in that last clip. Injury.
Ah, shit. It's okay. Okay, so this is, just for me editing later, this is the after the voiceover that says, however, this is not the case for movies. Just for me editing later, that's where that last bit takes place. There's bit I didn't read. So actually, you know what? Can I keep recording now? We've only been recording for 3 minutes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to after title, The Difficulties of Adaptation. So then we'll do that now. Cool. Consider this. When reading a book, you can...
Okay, so this is the clip that I want. So let's Control X that and put it like way back over here.
Consider this. When reading a book, you can experience the book at once, over the course of multiple days, or even months. The way you experience time in a novel is much different than the way you experience time when watching it.
Hold on, what did I say?
Consider this. When reading a book, you can experience the book at once, over the course of multiple days, or even months. The way you experience time in a novel is much different than the way you experience time when watching a film. You can read a You can read a book.
You can read a book. You can, in fact, read a book.
When watching a film. You can read a book at your leisure, and it doesn't need to be experienced watching a film. You can read a book at your leisure, and it doesn't need to be experienced all at once. But when watching a to be experienced all at once. But experienced all at once. But when watching a film, you experience time the same way anyone else watching the film would. And the way that But when watching a film, But when watching a film, you experience time the same way anyone else. But when watching a film, you experience time the same way anyone else watching the film would, and the way that the director or editor intended it to be experienced. Fuck. Again. But when...
Just keep going through until I find the right take.
But when watching a film, you experience time the same way anyone else watching the film would, and the way that the director or editor intended it to be experienced.
That seemed to have worked. Did I do another take?
For example, when reading an...
I love how I say, for example, and then give no example. None. None at all. This is gonna be difficult because I have so much shit to do these next few days. Shit.
But when watching a film, you experience time the same way anyone else watching the film would, and the way that the director or editor intended it to be experienced. For example, when reading a novel... to be experienced. For example, when... For example, when reading a novel and the surrounding area needs to be described, the passing of time may be inadvertently halted. Wanna calm down? Passing of time may be inadvertently halted.
Gotta love that wind noise.
Wanna calm down? The author may take as much time as they feel.
This is the issue with filming outside. I didn't want to film in here just because I felt like it would just be like...
The author may take as much time as they feel they need to describe the surrounding area. The author may take as much time as they need to The author may take as much time as they feel they need to describe the surrounding area. The author may take as much time as they need to describe the surrounding area. That should be good. The passing of time may be inadvertently halted. The author may take as much time as they feel they need to describe the surrounding area.
However, this is not the case for movies. When adapting a book to film, those involved in the process must find a way to make the area or thing being described as close to their interpretation of what they believe the author was trying to describe as possible. That was a fun line to read, and I can't believe I wrote that. Oh yes, soda on the rocks. I need to try and at least, like, what I want to do is at least get this whole thing laid out, and then all I need to do is add titles, music, and, like, a little bit of probably, I don't know, something. I need to add something. Like, I need to add a second title in there. I should add that second title in.
Process, explore Dead Jiang's non-linear style of story.
So let's add another title. And this one is The Difficulties of Adaptation. That's what I want to put. Recording yourself is hard to do because it's like for me, like, I don't like recording myself because I'm worried the camera's gonna fuck up. In this case it kind of did, because in some parts my phone has like a conniption fit where it just doesn't like fucking work right. What's going on in the group chat here? I love the auto-saving. That's actually really freaking good. Well done, Adobe. Well freaking done. I'll have to add music in there later, but that'll work for now.
Consider this. When reading a book, you can experience the book at once, over the course of multiple days, or even months. The way you experience time in a novel is much different than the way you experience time when watching a film. You can read a book at your leisure, and it doesn't need to be experienced all at once. But when watching a film, you experience time the same way anyone else watching the film would, and the way that the director or editor intended it to be experienced. For example, when reading a novel and the surrounding area needs to be described, the passing of time may be inadvertently halted. The author may take as much time as they feel they need to describe the surrounding area.
However, this is not the case for movies. When adapting a book to film, those involved in the process must find a way to make the area or thing being described.
Ted Chiang is a very interesting storyteller, and the way he writes stories really comes through in The Story of Your Life. The way he transitions from present to future, or present to past, is seamless. Sometimes it is mid-sentence to show that a character is experiencing these sudden changes in time in sequence with reading, or in a separate paragraph to show that the time change might not be experienced by the character at a certain time, but instead used for background information on the character and their journey. Now, how did these elements of Ted Chiang's storytelling come across when it came to the film adaptation?
Alright, part 4. Ted Chiang's... I can't speak. Ted Chiang's ideas...
of Ted Chiang's storytelling come across when it came to the film adaptation.
Ted Chiang's ideas came across pretty well in the film. For the most part, the ways that he tries to frame a story came across quite well in the sequence of events that happens about the same way it does in the book. The flash forwards and flashbacks are very well implemented throughout the film, and the film was even able to add more detail to the flash forwards of the child that the main character has, and more information to her background as a university instructor. Not only that, but the voice of the narrator was well preserved through the film. I missed a lot of words in some of these, but I'm honestly struggling to care. We're getting there. So close, it's basically just the on-camera parts now that I need to go through. There's so much to go through. Fuck. Ugh. There, I'm just gonna do this now. I'm just gonna like sit in this really low position Wonder if I can like zoom the webcam in or something. This seems like really zoomed out. I can't tell if the camera's actually zooming when I do this. Yeah, whatever. I'll leave it at that. I'll zoom in a bit. Really loving this chill lo-fi hip-hop thing. It's nice and chill. I'd love to use this for the actual video itself, but there's just so much stuff I'd need to keep track of. Actually, I might. There's this nice chill background music. Let's just go through everything.
Wait, just stand behind the line. Shut up. Stop moving. Stop it. There we go. That's
Yeah, it was quite windy the day I did this.
However, there are a few key differences between the book and film. Some that could be reasonably...
Because I'm basically right now I'm just listening to this lo-fi hip hop thing. It's just lo-fi hip hop, no copyright shit. It's really nice. It's good editing music.
However, there are a few key differences between the book and film. Some that could be reasonably explained and some that could not be. And some that could not be.
Alright, let's see here.
However, there are a few key differences between the book and film. Some that could be reasonably explained and some that could not be. The first thing I saw in the movie was that they changed Gary's name to Ian, and I'm not quite sure why.
This is fun. I'm having fun
One of
right
my
now.
theories is that the movie wants to...
This is a weird part to film. I'm like just totally staring at the piece of paper, not at the camera at all. Mainly because I just wanted to get it done.
One of my theories is that the movie wants to distance itself from the book, even though the movie openly acknowledges that it's based on the book. So I'm not even sure it entirely had a huge televised debate-style decision.
I'm just fucking tired. I gotta be like out of the house in like an hour.
It doesn't impact the story in any way, so we shall move on. On a more depressing On a more depressing note, Louise's daughter's death. This is This is handled much differently in the movie than it is in the book. In the book, Louise's daughter dies due to a rock climbing accident. Louise's daughter dies due to... In the book, Louise's daughter dies due to a rock climbing accident and travels to identify her daughter's body. However, in the film, she dies due to cancer. Why? Perhaps the writers want... Due to cancer. Why? Perhaps the writers want... what does that say? What does it say? What does it say? Perhaps... Why? Perhaps the writers want the movie to keep the original story. Perhaps the writers want to keep the original story, but have the movie still have its own story.
Okay, I need to sit up. No, I don't want to go to Victoria's Secret.
reality, the choice doesn't.
I go like so far back. I'm just like, you know, in reality. I'm like, Jesus, calm down, sir. Calm thine self.
In reality, the choice doesn't change much in the end, because Ian/Gary still leaves her. In reality, the choice doesn't change that much in the end. Because Ian/Gary still leaves her in the end. Because he can't believe that. In reality, the choice doesn't change that much in the end. Because Ian/Gary still leaves her in the end. Because he can't believe that she knew that their daughter would die and still went through with having a child. Ian/Gary still leaves her in the end. Because he can't believe that she knew that their daughter would die and still went through with having a child. There's much more in the movie that's changed, but a last thing to look at is why things are left out of film. Change the way that Arrival was made. Perhaps the
I'm getting there.
Perhaps the movie was written so the death would be less... And let's just go through everything. Wait, stand behind the line. Shut up. Stop moving. Stop it. However, there are a few key differences between the book and film. Some that could be reasonably explained, and some that could not.
What the fuck happened to my fucking audio? What the fuck? I filmed, like, all of that part. What the fuck?
The movie was written so the death would be less... And let's just go through everything. Wait, stand behind the line. On a more depressing note, Louise's daughter...
Well, fuck. I have to film that again. Are you fucking shitting me? How the fuck?
Because Ian/Gary would be left out. There are many reasons that plot elements would be left out, but in Arrival's case... There are many reasons.
Okay, so for whatever fucking reason, I guess downloading it fucked it up. So I need to upload a video from my phone because for whatever reason the rest of that file is fucked and I don't know how. I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna try and edit more tomorrow. Probably in the late evening. Tomorrow is sort of the strike for the show that we're doing currently. We gotta take everything down. So that's gonna be all for the stream. Thank you, Sauce. I shall I'll see y'all in the next video or live stream. Bye.